Let's begin by querying up sports. InterMiami CF and Lionel Messi bring world-class soccer matches to Fort Lauderdale through October. Greater Fort Lauderdale features sports venues like the Coral Springs Aquatic Center and the Fort Lauderdale Aquatic Complex, unique venues like the Bergeron Rodeo grounds and Gulfstream Park, and major event spaces like FLA Live Arena and the Greater Fort Lauderdale Broward County Convention Center, and state-of-the-art facilities such as Central Broward Regional Park and Ansin Sports Complex. Home to the Broward County Sports Hall of Fame, Greater Fort Lauderdale is a sports enthusiast dream and the ideal year-round location for your sporting event. Club Internacional de Fútbol Miami, also better known as InterMiami CF, which is owned by David Beckham and Jorge, is the newest pro soccer team in South Florida. The team has Lionel Messi as its forward player along with Josef Martinez. Both Lionel and Josef are the top scorers of the team and internationally known. InterMiami CF has several upcoming matches at the DRV Pink Stadium here in Greater Fort Lauderdale. The season runs through the end of October, so whether you're already a fan or curious as to why soccer is the top sport in the world, the Greater Fort Lauderdale area is ready for you. Visit Lauderdale, everyone under the sun. Well, I love this story because, first, gay community, lots of people don't think it's a natural sports mix. I have friends that call it sports ball. And this is a perfect example. Messi is one of the great sports stars in the entire world. LeBron James level, playing right here in Fort Lauderdale and interacting. It's very funny. David Beckham, as everybody knows, Bend It Like Beckham, the documentary, and his wife, original Spice Girl. It's leading the idea that the LGBTQ community should be interested in sports. And when they picked up Messi, one of the things that I did because of David Beckham is I went in because of something he said. And I don't know if you've seen Ryan Reynolds' Netflix show called, I believe it's Netflix, called Welcome to Wrexham, and his purchase of the Wrexham football team, which is soccer. That's what InterMiami is. And it's fun, and I'm learning a lot about it, and I'm trying to immerse myself in it. And the stadium is only about 10 minutes from here. It's right on top of our gay community in Wilton Manors, and I think it's a nice addition for us here in Fort Lauderdale and Wilton Manors.
It's so cute to hear you talk about sports as if you know something about
sports ball.
Because I'll be honest, I know nothing and I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But Beckham is cute, and the only reason I remember him is from when two of the princes or whatever it was in England got married. I remember him being there with all of his tattoos.
Yeah. Thanks for that in-depth sports knowledge.
You're welcome. I've got more of that.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts about sports?
I'm personally very excited, not only from a sports perspective, because I actually really like soccer, believe it or not. I'm seeing already just on the drive so many people wearing the Messi shirts. They're getting hyped. They're bringing themselves and their friends and family to Wilton Drive, which, as somebody who, me and Glenn work on the drive a lot, it's bringing business, which is something that we need, especially in the summertime.
One related observation to that, and it would be nice, maybe not this season, maybe next season, that it has some spillover effect on Bona, on Wilton Drive. Mm-hmm. Wilton Drive is very close to this stadium. I have a friend that works in a restaurant that is about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the stadium. It's just slightly closer to Wilton Drive, and they have noticed the significant increase of the business traffic into the restaurant. The other thing that I think is interesting is we got to give a shout out. Wilton Drive and the LGBTQ community in Fort Lauderdale is everything thing. We're not any one thing. And a perfect example of that is Gym Bar on Walton Drive.
Exactly.
They are just loving Messi and InterMiami, and they're packing out for the games that are being broadcast at Gym Bar. So it's a bar full of gay people that are cheering on the new hometown team. I think that's great. We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show, brought to you from Happening Out Television Network. We operate in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ+ community. We educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching us on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the story going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.